topical issue around rail capacity for Kildare commuters, and in particular the need to expand that and future-proof our rail services for Kildare citizens. The Kildare Route Project Minister aims to contribute to meeting future demand for rail transport by increasing the capacity and frequency of commuter trains on the route of the Cork-Dublin railway line. Phase 1 of the project has been completed from Heuston Station as far as Hazelhatch, and Phase 2 of the project is to upgrade the track to 4 lanes down as far as Kildare town. So we cover Sallins, Newbridge and Kildare town. And capacity is absolutely key here. We are experiencing at present during the road reconstruction and the widening of the M7, which is very welcome and will be very welcome when it's completed. It's absolute carnage on that road at present, with the volumes shoehorned into the 2 lanes, and as construction is ongoing, it just brings home to me that when we have our 3 lanes on the Naas bypass, there's going to be plenty of cars to fill that road anyway. We need to continue in the light of climate change, moving to a more sustainable transport model, and mindful of the fact that I have so many constituents, students who can't afford rental accommodation in Dublin, who travel back and forth every day, commuters, and their quality of life is really key. So for those residents in Newbridge, in Kildare, Monasterevin down to Port Arlington, the demand will continue to grow into the future, and we want to make sure that we have ease of access, real frequency of services, and then the cost of those services. And I'm going to raise in my supplementary the issue of the short hop zone and the cost there is on residents in Kildare, Newbridge residents compared to Sallins. The comparison in cost is pretty outrageous because of the short hop zone was only extended as far as Sallins, and that needs to be revisited, and I'll raise that in my supplementary question.
Thank you very much indeed, Caller. And I'd like to thank Deputies Heydon and Lawless for putting this very important question, which is not unfamiliar, as the deputies will be aware. As you will be aware, the NTA has statutory responsibility for the planning and delivery of transport infrastructure and services in the Greater Dublin area, including Kildare. The NTA's transport strategy for the Greater Dublin area, GDA, 2016-2035, provides the overarching framework for the planning and delivery of transport infrastructure and services in the GDA over the next 2 decades. While at a national level this year also saw the publication of the National Development Plan, as part of our government's Project Ireland 2040, the NDP provides a national level framework for the delivery of transport infrastructure over the next 10 years. Both the NTA's statutory transport strategy and the NDP provide for the DART expansion programme as one of the key investment priorities in the coming years. Importantly, the NDP also commits Exchequer funding to the project, and an indicative allocation of €2 billion is provided in the NDP.